Hello, boyos. Today I decided to do the unthinkable, something that very few men have been able to do, and most are too afraid to even do it. I decided that I am going to make the ultimate fast food tier list. Now I know that this is a very daunting task, and not only that, it's extremely controversial. Most people would never even dream of making a fast food tier list simply because of all the hate they will soon be getting. But I am not afraid. People will be bowing down when they see the masterpiece that is my fast food tier list. Moist Critical will be shaking in his pants. Food Review will not be able to handle this. That being said, let's get started, but first I have one disclaimer. I will not be ranking White Castle. Every other chain on this list I will be ranking, but I have not ever eaten at White Castle. So sadly, I do not have an opinion of it. Thus, I cannot put it on the tier list. So I think we're going to start in ABC order. We're going to start with Arby's. Arby's, it's okay. Arby's isn't necessarily like F tier or D tier. It's kind of just, it's not great. It's not bad. I've had some good food, but it's just okay. It's like you never go there and just go, wow, Arby's was so good. Because you don't do that with Arby's. It's always just, this was pretty good. I'm not going to complain. Next up on our list is Burger King. Now, Burger King is an F tier. Easiest F tier in my life. Burger King is hot garbage. People who like Burger King clearly have not had good burgers before, or they only go for that vegan Whopper. Burger King is just a hot mess. Their burgers are just awful. You can tell that they don't put any work into it. They rarely, at least at the Burger King that we have in my area, it's rarely kept up. It always doesn't look that good. Service is never great. And the food is just not worth it. And just, it's so disappointing. And Burger King, even though it has such a funny mascot, is an easy F tier. Little Caesars. Okay, so pizza, as we all know, is very hard to rank and will most likely be the most controversial choice on this list. Burger King was bad. Arby's was okay. Little Caesars is also okay. For the price that they're giving it to you, it's pretty good. But the pizza quality as a whole is it's just C tier. It's not great. It's not bad. Either way, it's not really that exciting, at least for me. You go there, there's the pretzel pizza, but that's only seasonal. I don't even know if they do it anymore. But if we're going for pretzel pizza specifically, it's a solid B tier, but I can't only rank it because of the pretzel pizza. You have to take in consideration the rest of the menu, and Little Caesars is not really anything special, so we are going to hit it with a solid C tier on the tier list. Carl's Jr. My opinion of Carl's Jr. actually has changed over time. Carl's Jr. at one point would have been a solid A tier. I used to love Carl's Jr. But as I have eaten it over time, I don't know what happened, but for some strange reason, it's kind of not as good as it used to be. Like, especially the Big Carl, it's kind of just become a bit disappointing, especially for how good it was at one point. Maybe it's just the Carl's Jr. I go to that isn't really that like perfect, but it's not like bad or anything. It's not like Burger King bad, and it's a bit better than Arby's. And even then, Carl's Jr. is just pretty solid, especially when it just comes to like if you just want a good burger. And their buns are great, so I think I'm gonna have to put Carl's Jr. at a B tier. It's not necessarily amazing, but it's not bad. Now, Chick-fil-A I have not gone too much. It's one that I don't really have that much of an opinion of, but I do remember the one time I went to Chick-fil-A, I had a good experience. The customer service was good. The food was really good, especially for just being a fast food chain that serves chicken. I was very impressed with Chick-fil-A when I did go, but I have not gone enough to where I can truly like give a big opinion on it. But I do believe that at the time when I ate it, it was A tier. So I think that we'll stick with that. Maybe I'll have to go and do more studies, get some more information, see what the worst things on the menu are, see what's the all-star stuff, see how it averages out. But yeah, for now, Chick-fil-A is an A tier. Chipotle. Now, that's tough because I love Rubio's. And Chipotle is it's good. It's not necessarily bad. It's not exactly anything special. It's not like something I'd write home about. I wouldn't freak out if I was going to Chipotle. So, but it's not like it's okay, but it's kind of a little bit better than okay. Like it has some good food, and it's way better. And it's like the Mexican style restaurants. Like even though they're all inconsistent, this one's truly just been more better. But at the same time, when you look at the price, I don't know if it's really worth it all the time. So with that in mind, I think I will have to put Chipotle in C tier. It would be in B tier, but the food just costs too much, at least for me. Next up is Domino's Pizza. Oh, this is a controversial pick right here. And you might be surprised, but I love Domino's. Domino's is a underrated gem, but it's gonna be in B tier. Now let me explain. I know I just praised Domino's. Their pan pizza, masterpiece. Their Brooklyn style, masterpiece. Their breadsticks, amazing. Their little twists, so good. But the price, it's just too much. It costs so much to get these pizzas, to where it's like you can only like really get it on like a special occasion or when they give you like a free pizza, because it just costs so much. You want to get like a large amount of pizza and maybe have leftovers. You're paying like $50. That's not even, and like especially if you want sides and a soda. So yeah, Domino's is really good. The pizza is great. The pan pizza is the best fast food. Is like the best pizza I've ever had from a chain out of all the chains. But at the same time, the price is just a little too high, at least for me. Dairy Queen, shakes are good. Everything else about it is not, though. Dairy Queen is an easy F tier. I don't think anyone's going to argue with me about that. Maybe it's D tier. I don't know. Maybe it's D tier. But it's on, like, I have no doubts in my mind that it's just not good. The shakes are okay, but everything else about it is just bad. Ooh, Five Guys. Five Guys is a masterpiece among men. It is burgers for days. The burgers are amazing. The fries are great. They give you a lot of fries too. You can tell that like they're making it handmade because you can watch them doing it. They know what they're doing. The service is good. The employees are well trained and they know what they're doing. It's especially for only being 5 people usually. It's extremely impressive. Not only that, the burgers taste great. The fries are not like the greatest fries ever, but that's not really the main focus. The burgers are just amazing. The price is a little heavy, but that's okay because it's not that bad, and you know what you're getting is worth it. It's not like Domino's level expensive. Oh, In-N-Out. Now, some people may disagree with me even putting it on the list since it's regional, but I'm going to do it because In-N-Out, easiest S tier of my life. Amazing. Amazing. And you know what? I'm going to go a little farther. It's number one on the list. It's better than Five Guys. Five Guys is good, but In-N-Out, not only does it have amazing service, you get your burger fast. They make sure to keep their menu limited, so that means that they are having only the best of burgers. The toppings are great. The sauce that they use is a masterpiece. How they deliver it to you is great. You can eat it in your car without having to worry about making a mess. The price is extremely reasonable. The shakes are so good. It's like, I don't know what's going on in In-N-Out and how they did it so well, but it's like what McDonald's used to be. In-N-Out is just, it's so exciting. It's so good. And I'm so excited for if it eventually somehow does get to the East Coast. People will be freaking out over there just because of how good In-N-Out is. It is an easy S tier, best on the tier list. I don't think that there's anything else on this list that can compete with In-N-Out. In-N-Out is just so good. The only guy that can stand up to it is Five Guys, and In-N-Out is way cheaper than Five Guys, so In-N-Out will have to take the number one spot, without a doubt in my mind. Jack in the Box. Now, while I just sung so much praise about a burger spot, 2 burger places in a row, Jack in the Box is a tough one. Because their burgers are solid, they're better than, they're pretty good, they're not the worst things ever. But their tacos are horrible, I wouldn't eat them. But if we're going just on like overall, they're okay. C tier I think fits them. There's nothing really special. It's not as good as Carl's Jr. It's definitely not as good as In-N-Out and Five Guys, but it's not bad. It's not like I don't dislike it. KFC D tier. Now I have a issue with KFC. To start, I love the chicken fingers. Amazing. They're just so good. If it was just the chicken fingers and none of my complaints, they'd be S tier. But the issue is they only put like 4 or 3 in the box. Not only that, the customer service is actually awful. Half the time they're forgetting what you what you ordered, and you just go back home disappointed because they forgot something again. Not only that, something happened to the chicken. That's just the regular like crispy fried chicken. There's just the large legs and thighs. It's not good. It's not good anymore. There's something that just disappoints me. It's just the skin's not good. The inside of the chicken just doesn't taste that amazing. It's just average at best. It's disappointing. And they just, the sides are good. The mac and cheese and mashed potatoes are amazing. I like the coleslaw is it's not the greatest coleslaw in the world, but it's still pretty good. And like the little chicken finger bowls, or like the little popcorn chicken bowls, are it's really 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 good. But there's just so many flaws about it, especially when it comes to customer service and the quality of the restaurant. It's just it's being hard carried by like 2 or 3 very good items. But other than that, if they didn't have that, KFC would be the lowest on this tier list, but they will settle for D tier. McDonald's, that is whew, I love McDonald's. McDonald's is there's not use like it's unhealthy if you ignore what's going on in behind closed doors and what those things are. McDonald's is great. Chicken nuggets are amazing. The chicken nuggets are just great. With the honey barbecue sauce, it's just you're getting a high quality meal right there. The burgers are very very good. They know what they're doing. It's not as good as they used to be, but it's still solid. The customer service is always great. They keep McDonald's clean. Those places are spotless. The ice cream machine is not as broken as many people say. They have some great McFlurries. It's just, I actually have to sing McDonald's a lot of praise. At least the McDonald's that I go to. It's just very, very good. It's not, the only reason it's not S tier is because In-N-Out and Five Guys are just so much better. That it single-handedly puts McDonald's down a little bit because it can't compete with the other 2 above it. Panda Express, also A tier. I would put it in S tier, but I don't know. It's a little bit on the pricier side. But Panda is so good. Their orange chicken, amazing. Their honey nut shrimp, so good. Their Kung Pao chicken, great. Their beef and broccoli, it's just, that one's amazing too. Not only that, the rices that they give are good. The chow mein is amazing, or is it lao mein? Chow mein, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. I have it every single time. They give you a lot, so you're getting what your money's worth. And and I really like it that the orange chicken is usually at least somewhat spicy. It's not bland or anything. They put seasoning on their chicken. I love their egg rolls, even though, at least for me lately, the chicken egg rolls have been they've had too much bread and not enough vegetables and chicken, at least for me. So I've just kind of been drowning in like bread in the pastry part, which is not what I would want. And the only reason why I'm not putting Panda in S tier is because, yes, it is on the pricier side, and in the end, it's not as good. It's like I wouldn't be going to it like all the time. It's like Domino's, but on a less extreme level. To where, yes, you're getting a lot, but it's still a decent amount of money. And not only that, it's a bit inconvenient sometimes. Papa John's. Another pizza place. I think I'm going to have to put it in D tier. It's just not that good. I hate to say it. I just don't think it's that good. It's like, I don't really have that much to say. I don't see why people like it. I mean, I love Shaquille O'Neal, but I don't like Papa John's. Pizza Hut, another controversial pick, and I know this is probably going to be weird, but I'm putting Pizza Hut in the same tier as I'm putting Domino's Pizza. Pizza Hut is very, very good. They have some amazing sides. Their selection is great. The pizza tastes good. Actually, I would have to say between Pizza Hut and Domino's, I think Pizza Hut's slightly better. Sometimes I get a bit annoyed with how much sauce they put on their pizza. It's like I personally I prefer a lot of cheese on my pizza. I like to put extra cheese, and like the sauce is always a bit powerful. But the crust is good. The pizzas are solid. The price is a little bit better. It's more reasonable. And if you order your pizzas right, you're just getting like an S tier pizza right there. Not only that, they have some great desserts on them. It's just, I do truly enjoy Pizza Hut. I don't know. I think I might have to put Pizza Hut. I don't know. I like Domino's just better. I don't know why, but there's just something about Domino's I just like better. It has to be the pan pizza. Pizza Hut does not have a pan pizza that can compete with Domino's pan pizza. So I think I'm Pizza Hut. It's a solid B tier, but I believe that Domino's is slightly better. Popeyes. Oh, Popeyes. They were bought by Burger King. I have nothing else to say. They were bought by Burger King. Sonic's. I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest. It's the C tier, but I don't know. Sonic's is just okay. Sonic's is just okay. There's nothing like amazing about it. It's not bad. I don't know. I don't like Sonic's that much. I'd rather just go to like any other burger place besides Burger King. And I think the fact that Burger King is so bad, it just single-handedly makes Sonic's just better. All right, Subway. Subway is so inconsistent. That's the problem. Subway is just like, you never know if it's gonna be really good or really bad. And like, at the same time, there's way better. Your odds are there's going to be a local sandwich spot, like a sandwich shop that's just better than Subway. And it's probably going to be a bit pricier, but at the same time, it's like, it's gonna be worth it. And there's just no reason to really go to Subway unless you just really just need something to eat real quick when you're on like the road. It's not bad or anything, but it's such a useless company. I'm surprised it's still around. It's just, yeah, Subway is a D tier. It's not Burger King or Dairy Queen bad, but it's not necessarily that good. Especially if you know the area and you know the restaurants around your area, your odds are just never going to be going to Subway. Taco Bell. Taco Bell's tough too. Because the nacho bowls that they have are great. That whole nacho party pack that they had going, amazing. It was so good. The tacos are solid. I would put it in A tier. But at least the Taco Bell that I go to, maybe it was just affected by the pandemic, but they're usually missing things. And their quesadillas have been really, really greasy lately. So I can't really blame them all that much. And especially when they were just all of a sudden missing the party pack of nachos, even though there was still advertisements for it. At least the one I went to. It was a bit disappointing. But if I had to go with my overall experience over the past years in my lifetime, I would put it, in the solid B tier. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's just good. Sometimes it screws up, though. Wendy's. Wendy's. It's the last one, but I don't know. Wendy's is a bit weird, I guess. Their burger, I like what they're going for. I think that the fact that their social media manager is just a complete douche is hilarious. I love it. But if I'm going to go burgers alone and just look at the food menu, Wendy's is C tier. It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's just okay. It's just okay. It's better than Sonic's. It's better than Jack in the Box, definitely. It's certainly better than Jack in the Box, but it's just C tier. Alright, so before we finish, I'm going to do some rearranging. I'm going to just see what needs to be moved. I think we're going to start by putting Burger King in last. Dairy Queen is not that bad. I think we'll put Papa John's behind. Papa John's is... No, we'll put KFC behind Popeyes. KFC is definitely down there. No, KFC... Subway's bad, but KFC is just worse. Arby's is... Arby's just goes right behind Wendy's. Wendy's is better than Arby's. Yeah, I think Little Caesar is solid there. Chipotle is a little bit better. I think Taco Bell does. Yeah, I think that this B tier is good. I think that Panda and at least for me, because I haven't gone to Chick-fil-A that much, I think that I'm gonna have to put Panda and McDonald's. I think I'll put McDonald's in third. McDonald's is just slightly better than Panda and McDonald's are tough. I think I'll have to put Panda above McDonald's. I don't know. I'll probably be flipping on that back and forth just throughout my whole lifetime. But then I think S tier is just, yeah, S tier is, that's not going to change anytime soon. Those two are just gods among men. Actually, let me just add a row above real quick. This is just going to be a different row. This is going to be called best. I'm just going to put it S plus. So good. Finger licking good. Oh wait, I forgot to change the color. It's just so good. S plus, so good. It's In-N-Out. In-N-Out deserves its own tier. If I'm gonna be honest here, In-N-Out just deserves its own tier. Now I will have to repeat once again that I have never gone to White Castle, so you can't hate on me for not knowing where to put it. I have never gone there. I've never eaten there, so I'm not going to make an opinion about it. But yeah, that is my tier list, at least for now. It might change, but I don't really see it changing by much. Like, maybe it'll just be Pizza Hut and Domino's switching. I don't know, maybe In-N-Out will take a drop and it'll go down to the same tier as Five Guys. Who knows? Maybe all of a sudden I'll just really want to eat Chipotle a ton. I don't know. I just know that this will probably stay like this for a very long time. I don't see it moving much at all. And I think that this is just a solid tier list, and I think that it's good. And if you have any complaints, please, I want to read your complaints. It'll be hilarious. I want it. It's funny. So if you have anything you want to say, please comment down below. And yeah, that's my tier list. In first place in S plus tier is In-N-Out. Second place in S tier is Five Guys. Third place through fifth place in A tier is Panda, McDonald's, and Chick-fil-A. In B tier, with 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, we have Carl's Jr., Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. And in C tier, with 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, the mid-tier, we have Chipotle, Little Caesars, Wendy's, Arby's, Jack in the Box, and Sonic. And then in low tier, with D tier, we have 16, 17, 18, and 19. We have Papa John's, Popeyes, Subway, and KFC. And in F tier, with 20 and 21, the worst of the bunch, we have Dairy Queen and Burger King. That's my tier list. Thank you for watching.